the defense showed up and showed out. That defense was stellar, dog. They had a stellar game. But real quick, man, before we get moving any further, let's go ahead and run the intro. This right here for the G's and the OGs. But you already know what to do. But if you're new to the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. Look, man, let's jump right into it. The Philadelphia Eagles won against the New Orleans Saints. They were at home 15-12. And man, this was a roller coaster game, man, where it was ups and downs, ups and downs. We started the game slow on offense, but the defense stood strong the whole game, man. The whole game. And we're gonna break all this down. But for right now, I just want to give y'all my initial reaction to what I seen. And let's talk about it, man. So look, Jalen Hurts, man, he had 2 turnovers early in the game. He had a really bad throw in the red zone that ended up being picked off. He was throwing it to Devontae Smith. And then he had a really bad fumble recovered by the Saints, just kind of holding that thing like a loaf of bread, and it was kind of dark for the Eagles, at first, but man, this team is resilient. I want to talk about Reed Blankenship, had a really good play to seal the deal. Another interception to seal the deal, man. Reed Blankenship, I appreciate you. You are a closer for us, man. He make big plays when we absolutely need him. I also want to talk about Zach Baun, man. How good Zach Baun was on this offensive line. I mean, as a linebacker, Zach Baun played amazing, bro. He was amazing. Also, man, let's talk about Jalen Carter, man, and how, we seen more of those 5-man fronts that we was expecting to see. And, that created some matchup nightmares for Jalen Carter. You know what I'm saying? He was putting pressure on the quarterback. Also, I seen Josh Sweat get in there a few times and make a couple plays. I definitely put pressure on Derek Carr. That was one of my keys to victory. If we wanted to win, that we had to get pressure on Derek Carr, and we also had to get him uncomfortable in the pocket. And you've seen that on the last play where Reed Blankenship was able to pick that puppy off. They had tons of pressure on him. He had to just throw it up. Reed Blankenship, like a ghost, comes out of nowhere, and he was able to go ahead and pick that puppy off, man. And look, man, I'm super excited. Look, because I picked the Eagles to lose because what the number said. I always thought the Philadelphia Eagles could win, but I just know we had to play a certain brand of football. And today, that brand of football was how the defense played, man. The defense played amazing. I can't really be too upset about that, man. I mean, it was just lights out. So I got to give credit to Vic Fangio, that bend, don't break scheme. I'm talking about when we like the 5th best team when our back's against the wall in the red zone. And look, you've seen today, man, that it's the same thing. So we have to start calling it a thing. We have to start calling it a thing. We play a lot of that soft coverage, too high safeties. And sometimes we get beat underneath and get walked up and down the field. But when the field shrinks, the Philadelphia Eagles show up. And I'm super excited about that, man. I'm super excited that the Eagles are now 2-1 to start the season. Not a bad deal. A lot of things that need to be fixed and cleaned up. But look, man, a win is a win. And, I do want to talk about the few things that I've seen that I did not like. The 2 calls to not go for it. I mean, not kick it. We went for it. It was unsuccessful. But at the same time, man, we got to take those points because I feel like that we always put ourselves in this position where it's harder than it needs to be. And I really feel like that we can take care of business early in the game. We have to make that a point this week that we start taking care of business on drive 1, on drive 2, drive 3, and we can't keep going out. I know that Saquon Barkley, was there, but AJ Brown wasn't there, so that the pass game is limited in some sorts. But we do have Devontae Smith, a guy who had a really good game. They tried to take him out of the game, but he already had a really good game. He did a lot for us, a lot of big plays he made. Also, I want to talk about Dallas Goedert, man, who had like over 140-something yards, man. He just played out of his mind today, man. And that's what we need from Dallas Goedert, a guy who has been struggling with injuries, but we needed him to show up, and he did, bro, and he showed out. I'm talking about that last, like, 50, 60-yard scamper, however long it was, to get us in the red zone, and Saquon was able to go ahead and just just get it in the end zone. You know, and these are the things that we need, man. Then the defense showed up again. Huge pause, man. Like, I'm just excited, bro. I'm excited what I'm seeing with this team. And, you know, it's like I said, it's a lot of things that we need to fix. But when you can play one of the best teams in the league, one of the hottest teams in the league, and you know, trail for a lot of the game, and also just not have a lot of success, and you still come through and win, that means you just got that resilient. And we already know that, you know, Jalen's stat line, it looked good, you know, but from the eye test, you could see that, you know, the few struggles that he had. You know, definitely when it comes to, you know, going through his progressions, sometimes he just doesn't go through his progressions, and that bites him. But I did see Jalen Hurts moving to his left a lot this time. And he did complete a few passes while moving to his left. So that's growth there. I didn't see him just flushing out the pocket to the right all the time. So, you know, there's things that we got to take away from this game. The turnovers is definitely an issue, but being resilient, winning football games like this definitely lets people know that you are a team that you have to watch for. You know, the Philadelphia Eagles won. The Philadelphia Eagles is 2-1 when I thought that we couldn't do it, and we did it. And I'd be the first one to tell you I didn't think we can do it, and we did it. And I'm proud of that. I'm happy for that. I'm gonna keep y'all posted on what we see from, you know, Lane Johnson, who got hurt and didn't come back in the game. Mekhi Becton also got hurt and didn't come back in the game. Devontae Smith got hurt and didn't come back in the game. So these three guys will definitely be on our radar. And even in the absence of those three guys, this offensive line still played better than mediocre. You know, Jalen did have a lot of time in the pocket to just sit back there and do what he had to do. So I'm not saying that, you know, it's on his offensive line. We had a really good day there. It just really was the turnovers, a lot of the bad decisions to go for it on fourth down and not take the field goal. Luckily today, that didn't bite us in the tail. Luckily, we was able to come out with a win. But look, man, the Birds got this, bro. The Birds got this. You know, that was a huge win. And I'm happy that we were able to do it. I'm happy that we were able to do it, man. So what else? I'm hoping to get AJ Brown back next week against the Bucks, who I think took a loss to Bo Nix. They lost to Bo Nix, so they are beatable. So the Philadelphia Eagles can go in there and take care of business next week. We do have the team. The roster is really, really good, so we can go in there and take care of business next week. Do I think we will? Of course I do. I mean, my confidence is growing a little bit with that type of win, man, because it was an ugly win, but it was a win full of resilience, and that's what I like. So, look, man, who else, man? Who else had a really good day? I want to talk about C.J. Gardner-Johnson, man. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, you know, he did get beat on that last Olave play. But, you know, the way he played at the line of scrimmage, the way he comes up in the box and makes plays, that's amazing, bro. And then we still got to look forward to something that we got Sidney Brown coming back as well. So, you know, we got a lot of talent on the back end of this football team. And you can tell the difference from last year to this year where the talent was less, because there was a lot of plays like on that one, the Quinyon, when they threw it up and, you know, Quinyon got his head turned around, was able to swat the ball down. You know, it was a lot of great things that I seen from him. You know, he did get beat a few times, but, you know, he still is so good in coverage, bro. As a rookie, this kid is going to be good for a long time. So, you know, I'm real proud what I seen on the back end of this football. Slay, you know, he was really good in coverage. Slay did get hurt, but Slay definitely had a really good game in coverage. His defense was phenomenal. You know, getting pressure on the quarterback was a key to winning this week, and we did that, man. Everything that I said we had to do to win, we did that. Besides, you know, not turn the ball over, because we turned the ball over a little bit, but at the same time, man, the defense was able to hold up, man. And if we can string some games together where we get defensive play like this team is going to be dangerous, because we're not going to be bad on offense for a long time. Like, we're going to get our few struggles. AJ will be back. Saquon, another 100+ yard game, touchdown where we needed it in the fourth quarter, where we just was down by a lot. We just didn't know where it was going to come from. And Saquon Barkley, man, was the spark that did it. And he was the spark to score again in the fourth quarter. You know, another two touchdown game for Saquon. such a great player, a great addition. I don't know how the Giants can let that guy walk out the door. But, like I said, I'm super glad that we have him, super proud that we have him, and he's been showing up. He's been showing up, man. Even with, the issues that he had last week, he had a bounce back game. And I really felt like we should have went to him a few of those times where we didn't in the red zone. But hey, man, it is what it is, man. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. We lost last week. We got the dub this week. The Eagles is back 2-1. We're about to sit here and watch this Cowboy game, see what's going on there. I think the Giants went ahead and got them a dub this week. I think the Washington play tonight. So by the end of the night, we're going to kind of know where this division stands. But as for now, man, the Philadelphia Eagles is 2-1, over 500. And I couldn't be more happy. I couldn't be more excited about this team, because it's just through all of that, there's always some good. You know what I mean? But we're going to break this game down. We're going to definitely go through what we've seen. We're going to watch it again. We're going to watch the tape. We're going to go through what we've seen. And we're going to be back at it again this week, man. More videos to come all week. If you made it this far in the video and you felt like this pup helped you out, do the channel a favor. Do Hada a favor. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you always up to date. But for now, I'm out.
This Diamond Crew, this the crew. This here, most definitely what we do. Like a microphone, I'm always in the stew. They hate to see me cause they see me in the coop. On the ball like I made it in the hoop. From the hood, yeah, I made it from the stool.